The views and opinions expressed in this episode are solely those of the podcast owner and guests and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any organizations with which they are affiliated. The podcast owner is employed by Haven for Hope, a homeless service provider. However, this episode is an independent discussion and is not affiliated with, endorsed by, or conducted on behalf of Haven for Hope. Any views or opinions expressed are strictly those of the individual speaking in their personal capacity.
Ready?
No.
Damn.
Can I have a cracker with blue? Yeah. Thank you.
Look at that. Look at that.
Thank you. ASMR.
I'm going to try to hide this short. I don't care. I wear these.
As you should.
Only time
Shameless.
they go up here when it's winter, and then I get those thick socks.
Oh, the socks? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, for sure. You still wear these in the winter?
It's Crocs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
I went through that snow vid, whatever that snow.
With Crocs?
With Crocs.
You're
I go
wild for
hard.
that.
I go hard.
With Crocs? That's amazing. I love that for you. I've tried on every single style and pair of Crocs.
Mm-hmm.
None of them fit my feet and none of them are comfortable.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
And I had, honestly, I like these, even with, I had some Birkenstock ones too, but I just like these.
Yeah. Crocs are not a sponsor of this podcast.
No.
Oh, yeah, you got to go there.
Unless they want to be.
Unless they want to be. And then all of them fit me and then all of them are comfortable.
All right. That's enough, people.
As you eat. Hello. Welcome back to Candid and Curious, where we have interesting talks with really amazing humans. So my name is Nina. I am your host, and we are at the amazing Gemini Productions. And I am here with my incredible co-host, Chibi.
And she materializes
There
out of
she
nowhere.
is,
Hi.
yes. Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm watching you eat.
That's right.
Which I'm not doing.
I know. That's why I'm doing better.
You're so rude. So rude.
This blueberry cheese, goat cheese. Good luck
Whatever.
getting any more of it.
I will later.
No, I'm sorry. You put me in front of food. That's just what happens.
I will-
I love food.
I will force stop this
All
episode
food.
right now.
We just came from an Asian food festival happening in the parking lot of the Wonderland Mall.
Yes.
So good. Japanese cheesecake. Oh my God.
That was really good. You let me try some, and that was delicious.
Ube cheesecake.
It was good. It was like fluffy. It was like,
Spongy.
yes.
Spongy.
That's the word. That's a good word.
It was like tres leches texture, but without all the juice.
right.
It was
Without
just-
the leches.
Mhm, exactly.
Sans leche.
Again, I could go on and on about food, but we have somebody else here today. That's gonna go
I
on and
know.
on
We're going to go
about
on and on
food,
about food regardless.
Yeah.
Well, Chibi, I'm super excited for today's guest. I've actually known today's guest for a little bit, probably about 3 years-ish.
Mm.
Yes. So today's guest is known around San Antonio for his big heart, powerful presence, and his even bigger love for food. But his story isn't just about cooking. It's about faith, transformation, and second chances. He's the executive chef at a kitchen that serves thousands of meals to those experiencing homelessness, a man who believes that food can heal and that no one should ever be forgotten. His recipes have reached far beyond Texas, even inspiring national programs and cookbooks, yet he remains grounded in his purpose, serving others with dignity and compassion. Chef Lorris, welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Yeah. You get a whole applause.
I know.
Yes.
In front of a live studio audience.
That was them on command. Are you ready to get
sorry.
candid?
I don't know.
Are we too much?
Or are we
I'm
just
trying to be-
enough? You don't have to be serious.
No,
No.
no. I'm
Not
going to
at
have
all.
a good time. You know what? It's all good.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
I shouldn't wait. Oh,
Awesome. Well, it's awesome to have you on.
it's awesome. Like I said, it's awesome to be here, and thank y'all.
Yeah, of course. We're
Well.
excited to have you. So You and I have known each other for a little bit, for about 3-ish years.
Yeah.
Kind of working, not side by side, but
Yeah.
we work in like the same realm.
Metroplex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about, let's just start the show. Tell us a little bit about where you work and what you do.
Okay, I'm the executive chef for Faith Kitchen,
Yes.
formerly St. Benny's Bistro.
That's right.
But I've been there 13 years. I definitely enjoy
Yeah.
what I get to do. I don't call it a job, but I do get paid, and thank my board for that.
Yeah.
But
Gotta
no, seriously,
thank you
they're
to the board.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
A lot of times they get overlooked. I wouldn't be there, but I'm gonna. I tell the story the way it is, how I ended up there.
Mm-hmm.
I did go to Scottsdale Culinary, Lakota and Blue in Scottsdale, Arizona. Became a chef out there. Got a kitchen to gold medal.
Nice.
Struggled with alcohol and drugs, so I ended up coming to Haven for Hope, going through a program they have there. It's called an in-house recovery program at the time. But I think it's the first time I ended up thought I had everything together. I was young in sobriety, didn't know. That was my first time trying to get sober.
Okay.
And ended up jumping on a plane to Boca Raton, Florida, to open up a franchise here as a GM. Got hired. So speeding everything up, did that. Ahead, corporate was happy with me and everything. And I ended up, day of my soft open of the place,
Yeah.
actually in Bexar County jail fighting a DWI.
Ooh.
Got dismissed, but it got dismissed why actually I made the decision I'm going to go back through the gates, try it again, change things up, decided, didn't even know there was a kitchen over there
Wow.
on the other side.
Yeah.
And then found out, and I decided to go over there one day. And I said, well, you know how to cook. You know, let's do this. Let's go check it out. End up going in as a stipend
Okay.
with all my stuff
So
behind me. But
so a stipend, explain a
Yeah.
little bit about what a stipend is.
stipend at the
Stipend
time.
worker.
Stipend worker. Staying on campus, you can actually get paid, I think, for 20 hours of work a week, you get $100.
Right.
Yeah, it was definitely something.
But it's because you're
you're
going
there,
through the
right.
program. Yeah.
Exactly. That's one thing I do want to say. That's a choice by me.
Yeah.
I wanted to be there. I also wanted to work on my sobriety. I did not choose to go through certain programs. I just felt like if I was going to do this, I needed to do things for myself.
Of course.
So I went there, and the first day I walked in there, it was definitely a different kitchen from what we have now.
Sure. Well, because that was before you.
Yeah. Well, yes, but before but believe it or not, the one we're in now is about 8 years old versus initially it was an old laundry room that we were in.
Interesting.
Yes, definitely totally different. They're actually our walk-in freezer, the big one we have there now.
Yeah.
That used to be an ice cream truck that used to sit out there.
Oh.
On there. Yes. Oh, yeah, it was deep. So I decided, no, I'm going to tell you, I'll shoot you straight. You know, this is what I said. I walked in there and I said, you won't see you won't see me back here tomorrow. And that's what I did. I said, I am not coming. This is not no goddamn kitchen. I don't know what. And I'm telling you the truth. Whatever brought me, I showed up the next day, been there 13 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's how my first impression, and then I start cooking, really falling in love with it. I never thought my thing wasn't to run that kitchen. There's no way I went to this school, did all this. I'm going to be working at a homeless shelter. That wasn't as a chef. It just, I didn't see that.
It wasn't on your bingo card.
No, it wasn't. But I will tell you today, that is the most rewarding, we'll say job, for sake of that, but job I've ever had. And to be able to see the pleasure I have, we're not just about, and let me go back because I am jumping around. Let me jump back. That's part of this stuff. You know, you find out that you got issues and stuff for some reason. I mean, I'm being honest. Sorry.
Yeah. You know, you're good.
You know,
this is Candid and Curious.
No, it is. It is
yeah.
what it is. You don't know. You're self-medicating a lot of times.
Right.
So, but not to jump around, you know, the biggest joy, what we do there, we do feed. It's a 365-day operation.
Absolutely.
Which is critical. our mission statement is no questions asked.
Mm.
So they get there, we take care of our brothers, sisters, we do it with dignity, compassion. And like I said, sometimes don't go into it, even staff comes and tries it, they don't bring their lunch. Other volunteers, we really try to make a very nutritional meal that makes sense,
Yeah.
but it's delicious and tasty.
It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did he make the
Yes.
barbecue?
Oh my
Okay.
God. Can
That's what I thought.
We need to tell that story.
Okay.
Yes.
She came from some event
It was an event.
Yeah.
over at Haven.
It was at the 4th of July event.
Yes.
Ah. And she
And-
arrives with this like little plate of food, of
Yes.
just barbecue food. And it was like, oh, is this for us? Can we just right now? Okay.
Yeah, I like opened it up and like all this barbecue falls out, and I'm like, hey, because I was like, what? It was you and I were doing an episode together.
Yeah.
And I was coming straight from an event, so I was like, I don't have time to stop and get meats, cheeses, and fruit.
Right.
But
That's right. It was our episode. I
And
didn't
then-
get a charcuterie board, but I got your ribs.
oh
Yeah,
my god, I
those
opened
guys-
up the thing and
Uh-huh.
I was like, hey, Chibi,
It was Shark Week.
it was
That's
Shark
all it was. It was
That's
Shark
what I
Week.
heard.
Yeah.
She-
It was like we dove in. There were no utensils. We were just there with our hands. There was like barbecue on my face. Like it was so unbecoming. But we just Chibi and I were just
Yeah.
like, "Rah, rah, rah."
Yeah.
It was so good.
It was
I'm glad y'all
hilarious.
enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And that team there rocks. I mean,
Yeah.
I've had a loyal team, a nucleus there. Some of the guys, I think the one's 11, been there 11 years.
Yeah.
Charles
long time.
7, and just on and on. So we about 7 to 8 years. I don't know, averaging.
Mm-hmm.
So those guys really make it. I know I get a lot of times. I carry them anytime I go out and speak.
Yeah.
They really make
Yeah.
it happen as well, and even the volunteers, and it's just a blessing to be working there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Well,
truly is.
You mentioned, like you came from this very, well-educated, illustrious, cooking school.
Right.
And then talking about how like you never thought that this is where you were going to
No.
end up working. Oftentimes in the rooms of recovery, we talk about humility, right? And
Right.
letting go of
All right.
the ego
Yeah.
and the self, right? And the idea of serving others, right, as a way to serve yourself. I'm wondering if what was the push. Where did that push come from to be like, all right, let me go do this while it's here, right? Was it an internal? Was it your higher power speaking to you? Like
I said, I've learned this much. I don't have no control over anything. God has his plan, and I just go with it now. And this is some of the miracle. I'm going to tell you one thing that truly was witnessed, and you tell me this ain't a miracle. That's why I've given up. Okay, we used to have to take care of the hotel. You remember we were feeding 300 off site? You were around then.
I was not. No.
You were not? Okay, so we had to do dinner at the hotel during COVID. So we would feed the homeless population, our guests or courtyard guests over there. And I had just put this on the menu. I said, you know what, let's do something different. Let's do a chicken lo mein. We had a heavy load of fettuccine pasta, so that became our version of the lo mein noodles. So
Hey,
we did
look.
that Asian style.
You got to do what you got to do.
Well, somebody left the Cambros in transition open. When you lock the food in, we lost about 2.5 pans on the ground, and we're about to serve. 6-inch pans, so you're looking at with that many, this is deep, everything. You're looking on that serving about, probably, I'll just say conservatively 100.
That's a lot of people.
Well, you
100
got,
servings.
yes,
Yeah.
100 serving. Don't know to this day.
Mm.
All of a sudden, chicken lo mein, hot, shows up from this little Asian lady.
What?
No, this is, I mean, people witness it, so I can, it's
Right.
not me just calling
It
it.
actually happened. Yeah.
Showed up, don't know where she came from, had more than enough,
Wow.
and it was hot, and I still don't know where she came from.
What?
But she said from a restaurant, we only take things that are done commercially.
Yeah.
So she hit every cue,
Wow.
and we were able to serve. You tell me that ain't weird.
Mhm.
Out of something I never cook, and then all of a sudden, 10 minutes of the thing, they were there, we're back on track.
Yeah.
Like I said, phenomenal things that happen behind in that kitchen.
Yeah.
Guys, sobriety, I get to mentor them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you have your sad times where I've had to speak at funerals,
Yeah.
and that's one of the things that happen. But overall, you see people always progressing,
Yeah.
getting jobs, coming in there volunteering and moving on because they get a sense of belonging, purpose.
Yes.
And those are the things that truly make it amazing there.
Yeah.
Well, you talked earlier about how you're not just serving food, right? You're also giving people doing it with dignity, right?
Exactly.
And I'm curious, like, how does that play into what you all do, right? How do you restore dignity through the work that you do?
I think when you're coming there like this, if they have an issue, technically we're not a dietary facility, but we try
Right.
to accommodate.
Yeah.
We try to listen to what they have. They have a voice. I'll sit there just like if I'm at a restaurant. I'm
Yeah.
walking out there, hey, how was it?
Yes.
It had a little bit too much pepper. And I go, okay, I'll talk to them about that. We'll see. So I take all that. That's what keeps building that quality. That's
Yeah.
what keeps us going. Just, I am very, I wouldn't say tough on my cooks. Matter of fact, 90%, just to let you know, 90% of my cooks came out of homelessness.
Yes.
So that's the training. Some of them have
Yeah.
never cooked. But the thing is, I constantly, even myself, when I wake up every day, I'm grateful for where I am now. I never thought I'll own a house. I had plenty of money to own a house, but I didn't have a, how could I be? Going through my stuff, it was for none.
Yeah.
Ain't no way I'm going to lose it.
Yeah.
I party too hard.
Yeah.
Right.
But that's what I always remind everybody. Remember where y'all came from?
Right.
You know, sometimes I also tell them, relate to where it is. Some of the elderly people that are there. I got an 86-year-old mom. Fortunately, my dad was responsible and took care of my mom, left her things. I have a sister there. But remember, that's somebody's parents.
Right.
That's something. And
Yeah.
like I said, I don't know. Just even the smallest things as having desserts, that gives you a certain
Absolutely.
thing of choice.
Well, and it's like for individuals who are experiencing homelessness, I've always felt that like feeding someone.
Right.
This is why we have food on the podcast. Like I always like bring food.
Yeah.
It's because I feel like feeding someone is one of the nicest things, one of the kindest things
Yeah.
you can do for someone. And so when you're experiencing homelessness and you know, I mean, talk about going through some of the hardest parts of your life. I mean, that's probably the lowest you're going to be, right? For a lot of people. It's a very hard time.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
To sit down, have a deliciously prepared meal, prepared with love, prepared, you know, coming from the heart, because I feel like that's everything you do, you pour your heart into.
Right.
And, you know, coming out, how was the food? How are you? Hey, did you enjoy it? How was that? How's it going? Like, that is so, there is just so much love in that. And I feel like just giving that dignity back.
Yes.
I mean, that's huge, and it's everything. And something as simple as a meal.
Yeah. And you
Yeah.
know what? That's something, even when I was coming through my homelessness
Yeah.
and different things, food insecurity,
Yes.
you're not going to make it to your appointment when you're hungry.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
No.
something so simple that, because like I said, a lot of times we choose not to eat, or we choose, I'll hold off, but you know you're going to probably more than likely eat.
In a little bit, right?
Yeah, in a
Later.
little bit.
Yeah.
When you don't have that there,
All right.
you're always in survival mode.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so that's one thing, 3 times a day, consistent. And I don't want to jinx us. Them doors are
Sure.
open.
Yeah.
And then they get snacks.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we try to do our best because
Yeah.
we care.
Well, and I want to talk a little bit about, because you have a very unique way, well, and it's just the nature of nonprofit work, right? Like, especially with where you work. It's, from what I know, correct me if I'm wrong, everything that comes through the kitchen, all the food items, they're all donated. It is not like you put in an order and that's what you're getting. It is like, this is what it is. This is what we're getting. And then you just make it work somehow.
Yeah.
Is
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We have some great partners.
Sure,
Like I said,
of course.
we were in just a phone thing with Chick-fil-A. So
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A meeting the need. They're huge. They send right now every other week some meat products. So we win there, but 80% is still donated product. I go out there. I have a guy that goes to Olive Garden. He starts his day at 5:30 or 6:30 now. School adjustment. But and he goes to Chick-fil-A, Olive Garden, Longhorn Steakhouse, and we take those meals, and just like talking to the chef over there, hey, can you give us the meat? Like, say you have they need to fab out for it's 12 ounces, but they need to fab it out for,
What's fab it out?
oh, fabricate, like cut it out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know what that means.
No, you're fine.
you're good.
Yeah, no, that's good. But so we take all that meat, clean it up. We make beef tips, carne asada over that. But you're getting some really great meat, great product.
Yeah.
And that's like he said, I can literally say, I think say roughly 80 to 85% is everything is donated.
Yeah.
So they're cutting. These guys are working, but they're getting the best meals because we collect up pork chops. They come in frozen.
Right.
We do partner with the food bank. They're fabulous as well on the retail route. All that stuff comes in. We sort it out, ribs, all that stuff, and we create really wonderful meals out of it.
Yeah. Well, I think that also speaks to, how fortunate they are to have a chef of your talent that can, just kind of like, well, what do we got? Let's make something out of what we got, right? Versus having to have like a specific grocery list, for lack of a better term, to make the meal that you want to create. I also want to ask, it's called Faith Kitchen. I've heard you use the word miracle. How does your faith play into both your journey and kind of what you do these days?
That's really good. No, seriously, that's a good question when you put it that way. I have a lot of brothers in there that are in Christ and share some of the same religion as I do. But we always, a lot of times we're a family unit. So it will not be uncommon for somebody to say, let me pray for you. Let me keep you in your prayers. Yeah. That's their choice. I don't sit there and push certain things.
Sure.
But we try to put that into practice, even myself in making decision making. I used to manage for some big companies here. Bill Miller's, I'm going to tell you, that is if you've ever worked for them, that's a very good company, very strict. They have their stuff. They don't play. So I have that. But the other side is having some great mentors up there have taught me how to be a little more, I'm not Chef Lorris and you get a this and that attitude, you get it done or you this. It's more of a holistic approach, using God. Yeah. Some of my cooks, they're coming out of there. They haven't. They're still learning life lessons.
Yeah.
So I use that mercy, kindness, prayer. Yeah. And that's kind of how you'll see me sometimes with my light off. In my office, I go in the corner. I make it specific. It's easy to pray when things are rough.
Sure.
Remember to pray when things are good. We don't know. Exactly. Seriously. So I make it a point to go get on my knees, face the corner, and do things like that. Yeah. And that's how I kind of try to live my life. It's not what I can get away with, but it's what if God, to me, my higher power, God, he sees everything. It doesn't mean that for me, just because I can get away with something, just because of that, I live my life as everybody's watching me. Yeah. Yeah. And that's how I just try to live. Yeah.
Well, it's a spiritual maintenance that you kind of have to keep up. And especially if you are in a position to lead, right? Being able to make sure that you are fit within yourself.
Exactly.
In order to have a team and serve people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Similarly.
You have to be healthy.
Mm-hmm.
And you're leading by example.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
How does that feel? Actually, the idea of like you are an example to these people of like I did it, you know.
Yeah, because
Look
you've been there for 13 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was once where you were at, and now here's where I am, and you could have this too, right? How
Yeah.
does that feel for you?
It hits me a lot of times because I'll tell you what inspired me a long time. You remember I said I wasn't going to come back to the kitchen. I was already there about 3 or 4 months. Well, or maybe a little bit longer, 6 months. I went on to the other side. There's 2 sides there. You have the North and South Campus. And so went on the North Campus, and this guy stopped me. And he goes, Chef. He goes, I got 2 months sober. I heard your story back then. And I was like, okay, cool. And I was like, cool. Then you start hearing people bring their babies over and stuff. They're like, Chef, you remember you were feeding me? And the lady, well, she didn't have that, but there'd be the couple and stuff. And by that time, and they showing me the baby, come and take a look, Chef, hold it, and all this stuff. So you start looking at things
Yeah.
and understanding. My daughter, that's a huge part. She used to volunteer a couple of times down there. She's been featured and stuff with me. And you have to sit there because you go through your struggle. When I was going through my struggle,
Right.
I was even in Arizona. I mean, you can only do so much. And then I had to really get myself together. But to be able to rebuild that relationship and also be a father, not just this, because I was running up there in my apron. Once I got it together, I'll never forget it. And she'll tell you, she called me, my ex-wife and stuff, and she called me and she said, this girl is out. She's out of control. So I said, she goes, I need you take over. And I was thinking about 14. She went ahead, she got it together. I told my daughter, she'll laugh about it now, but
Yeah.
she was a common denominator. Every teacher in Northside wasn't a problem. And she didn't want to, I mean, I love her to death. We talk every day. I was down there.
Yeah.
And that's some of the miracles that happen. But being able to rebuild that relationship with my daughter, being involved with my 2 grandsons and stuff. So I don't know where I went with that.
That's fine.
I don't know. I'm lost.
We were talking about
kind of
what it feels like to be an example for
yes.
these people.
So
Yeah.
I tell you, you do have a responsibility.
Yeah.
You truly do. I can't sit there and you'll be surprised, at least no matter where, sometimes somebody's going to recognize or know you.
Yes.
The more you get out there, and it just is. So I try, even, like I said, I don't drink alcohol. I don't no more. I ain't because that I buy you drinks all day. But sometimes I don't like to stumble, but my thing is I like a non-alcoholic michelada.
Yes.
And I don't want people I wonder, do they think I'm faking it? Are they going to catch me one time?
Right,
Oh, I
in a
see him at a
photo,
bar.
yeah.
Oh, he's drinking. No.
I only recently discovered that. I was like, when somebody told me you can have a michelada with with like Topo Chico instead of beer, I was like, shut the fuck up. You are so right.
And I put tahini. I like the olives in there.
Yeah.
I'm just, I
You
like
let
it a
me
little
have
spice.
a sip
yeah.
of it, and I was like, this is good.
Yeah. No,
I'm
love it.
I was like, this
love
is
it.
delicious.
Yeah. So no, it's fun. But you do have a responsibility, and you do have a responsibility. Like I tell some of the veterans that are going along, it's up to us to spread it. We always think it's somebody else's job. Even myself, when I was doing good, I would go on to work. I was in semiconductors for a long time, technician, everything. Well, I'm paying my taxes. That's somebody else need to do do that, the volunteer stuff. No, I know it sounds so screwed up.
No.
But
It's just a
that's
different point in
very
your
real.
life.
Yeah, it just is.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, somebody else got that. The people that like doing that should do that.
Right.
So,
We
but
love
we
that
always
for
think
them.
it's somebody else's job
Yeah.
until you get there.
Yes.
And then now I really understand, and I tell my guys, listen, we can't change everybody, but if we can change some people, we just change one person's life.
Right.
Use what you know, because, hey, you spread it to that guy. Maybe it'll be that positive.
Yeah.
Your tentacles go out, and then we'll have it and become infectious.
You never know.
Yeah.
You never know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So,
And your story is so important to tell. Like, I mean, I've heard, I think, pieces of your story.
right.
Because I've heard you speak before, and it is very inspiring. And you have the lived experience. And
Yeah.
So you come with all of this knowledge.
Yeah.
Because how many years have you been sober now?
Oh, shoot. It's, yeah, because March 3rd, it'd be 13. It'd be 13.
13
so
years, yeah.
March 3rd.
Which is, I mean,
Yeah.
that's amazing. That's quite a bit of time. That's a long time.
And we're going to have you on another podcast.
Yes,
to
you
tell your
are.
story.
I was just about
FYI.
to say, like,
Just FYI.
there's a whole other podcast that Chibi produces that you will probably be on now. Yeah. But no, like your story is so inspiring. But I think what I love most about it is that you really truly are living authentically. Like this is not a facade. This is not just stuff that you say. I mean, every day you live this, and you know it is a responsibility. I don't have lived experience in homelessness, and so it's amazing to see when people like yourself who have that experience come through, and you're like, hey, this is how it could be.
Yeah.
You know, because I mean, you come from that world, or you come from these experiences, and man, it's just really inspiring to watch. And you know, even as someone without lived experience, I'm just like, heck yeah, you know, like I could watch this all day. Yeah.
And you know, one thing people have to realize, you still go through everyday problems.
Sure.
You got that. You know, like I said, I just handle them a little bit better and stuff. But trust me, I've had my struggles since I've been sober.
Yep.
You
Of
know,
course.
I lost my dad, then almost actually lost my life due to, it was crazy. Almost lost my life. I don't want to go too far into that. But yeah, and then turn around. Here comes COVID. You're working, I don't know how many long hours.
Yeah.
So you go through the struggles. I had somewhat every excuse to say, you know what, let me go ahead and get that natty light. But no, I'm grateful every day. I truly am grateful every day. And, you know, some days you wake up and you're like, do I really want to get out of bed? But, you know, I get my little Starbucks, iced coffee and stuff.
And then your bills come knocking at the door, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, yes.
I do want to get out of it.
We do want to
There's
get
a
out of
little
it.
spark inside you. No, because it is a journey, right? And
It is.
Going back to the idea of like humility and that humbleness, right? There's always something to learn.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, what are some of the things that you've learned from the people that you serve?
You know, I think some of the biggest things, you can always learn.
Yeah.
You always learn something very creative. You know, it reconnects you. Because a lot of times the homeless, they get overlooked. They're just this.
Yes.
They're just that.
Right.
But these people have stories.
Yeah.
And they have some are super sad. Like, I mean, I've go through that. And sometimes I talk to my mom about it, and I think how blessed she is and stuff, and how much I appreciate my dad, even though he's passed away now, and some of the responsibility. But you see some of them that are just there, and they still, I was surprised. I talked to one, I won't mention her name, of course, but I didn't know she had a husband still in a nursing home, but she's there.
Wow.
She has kids, grandkids. And it made me, I didn't go into it, but I was like, what are you doing? You know, I would just think those are the sad things. Sometimes they just get dropped off there. I think that's what affects me the most.
Yeah.
Is seeing them. I've never forget the time I escorted a lady. She asked me, can you just walk me outside? And this is a reality that happens there. Why sometimes that kitchen, because we build a relationship. We're feeding them day in and day out.
Yep.
A lot of times the ones that are elderly, it's called, what we do is do tableside service, you know. And I'll never forget, she asked me, Chef, could you walk me out? And I did. I escorted her out there, sat out there. Didn't know she passed away the next day.
Oh, my God.
So those are the things, not to bring this down, but this is the reality we're talking. These are the things that should keep people thinking about their loved ones. This should sit there and make you appreciate your life where you're at.
Yeah.
You know, we always look at it like, of course, you know, I want to do this, I want to do that.
Yeah.
And, you know, I got hit by the other day. My room got hit. I was at the restaurant, and a guy hit and run. Fortunately, they found out who it was. I'm eating restaurant. The patrons, somebody hit your vehicle and everything.
Yeah.
And the blessing was, fortunately, I have full coverage. But at the same time, I was like, well, that individual should be paying.
Right.
But I was blessed, and I thought about it, and I really did, because I was like, well, you know what? At least today, you can go ahead and pay that deductible with
Right.
your vehicle
Yes.
and stuff. So I don't know. That's why I say sometimes I learn a lot from the people as human beings.
Yeah.
Also sitting there, constant reminder
Yes.
when I'm sharing to
Yep.
be thankful
Yeah.
for where you're at. But you also learn. They keep me laughing. I'm sorry. I can't. Sometimes some of the thoughts are going through my head about. But they also keep me inspired. But
Yeah.
they have some really unique things, and they're very, I don't want to say innovative.
Mhm.
Like we were missing these trash bags. I'm gonna tell you.
There we go.
I love where this
People
is
were
starting.
selling
Yeah, I
them. No, they were selling them. You got
Yeah.
see myself. They were making ponchos and selling them
Hey.
for a dollar.
Hey.
You went in and got my bags and
Yeah.
did that
Right.
and stuff. Like I said, very innovative.
Yeah.
Very.
Yeah.
It's like family, though. It truly is.
Yes.
It truly is. So
And you're right, because homelessness is such a complex issue.
It is.
You never know what someone's going through.
you
And
really don't.
you hear some of the most devastating stories, but also some very typical stories of, hey, I had, this thing.
Oh.
Oh my God. Whose is that?
It's okay. It's the soundtrack.
What is it?
It's all right.
Sir, this is not allowed on set.
I'm sorry. I do apologize. Dang, let me just cut it off.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously.
I'm like, don't look at me.
I'm all like, that's not.
I was trying to blame it on y'all.
Ah,
It was clearly yours, sir.
Okay, I do.
it's all good.
She went all serious on it. It's clearly yours.
Yeah.
Sir. Give it a little break here.
I give no breaks.
No.
Or
because,
fucks.
because no breaks are given to me. So I will hold you to the same standard that everybody else holds me to.
But as you were saying,
As I was saying,
Yeah.
before I was so rudely interrupted. No, anyways, just it's such a complex issue. And I
Yeah.
think that there's a lot of stories that you hear of, just one paycheck away, one medical emergency away. You know what I mean? There's
Yeah.
like things that you don't realize until you're there. And I agree with you. It's like, man, like you hear these stories and it's like, I'm grateful every day that I can do what I do, or I have, money to feed my kids, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Like even being grateful for being able to pay a deductible
Yeah.
when
Yes.
someone else hits you
Yeah.
and you're just like, all
Yes.
right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Now I want to talk about these bad boys sitting in front of me.
Yes.
Because you came in and you were like, where can I put my goodies? And I was like, what goodies? And then you pulled these out, and I was like, oh, these are goodies.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
for anyone listening to the pod, we've got a few rubs, barbecue rubs.
Yeah.
Tell me about Pop's G.
Barbecue.
Pops
Well,
G.
I'm going to tell you how this started.
Tell me.
And this is how initially I had cooked these cookies. We had got awarded from the city. So I wanted to cook these cookies to say
Okay.
thank you. Well, they went, a lot of the councilmen got them. They were all this. Phenomenal. I wanted to scale them up.
Cookies.
So, yes, cookies.
Okay.
Yes, it started with cookies. Well, it was a little bit harder than I thought to scale them. I went out there to a bakery out there in Palestine, Texas. We tried them. They did a good job on certain things. Certain things didn't work out.
Yeah.
So I ended up linking up with, which they were great, boners.
Oh, yes.
Yes, the spices. And we were talking, going back and forth. I have an advisory board.
Mm-hmm.
They said, listen, we can always come back to this,
Sure.
but let's try this. You do really good at this here. And it's a lot easier, it's obtainable. So
Yeah.
that's how these kicked in. I give part of the proceeds back to Haven there. And this is some of the rubs we use to cook with
Yeah.
and some of the taste profiles, flavor profile. I did have sauces, which were incredible. I came up with a tangy, spicy, an original. Right now, unfortunately, the co-packer sold 3 times, so they stopped that. But they were phenomenal. I'm not saying that just because they're my product. But I get.
So you don't have sauces right now?
No, I have already had them manufactured up. I was selling them.
Yeah.
They were on there. They were doing really well. Anybody would tell you. I mean, it's probably one of the best sauces come down the line. I'm very good at I don't want to, but flavor profile.
Yeah.
You had some of the caramel sauce. You had that sauce that was somewhat there, but what about the caramel sauce? Didn't you try it over that one time for the barbecue?
Yeah.
So
it
that
was
was
Shark Week then, too.
yeah. So
that was like,
that
was just
very hint. But as far as these jumping around,
Can I see those other 2?
Yeah.
Oh, you got
the
chicken one?
beef has already won 3 independent competition. I got guys that come in from Houston by the cases. Some of these
the lip smacking beef rub.
And then you have the chicken and the pork has won too. Could be more out there. That one, everybody has started taking it. They're putting it on
Everything?
pickle, Yeah,
Everything?
everything. I am just like, okay.
Mouth-watering chicken rub.
No, I am always on the hunt for a good rub.
Yeah.
And I'll leave those with your guys.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So
I
and I
think
can
these
do
will
it. And that one they put it
Yeah.
on salad topping. They put the beef on chicken as well. They do that.
You don't sound happy about that.
It is
I got a
specifically
chicken rub for you
formulated.
guys. No,
Yeah.
they're good.
You're like the
They're-
chicken one, though.
Yeah,
Specific.
well, and I tell them, I always use that because I want my customers. It's not about the money. If you worry about that, I mean, you have a business, you have to be.
Yeah.
You can't just give
Of
everything
course,
away,
yeah.
but it's about
You can't to us.
them finding out and loving the product and
Yeah.
it growing, spreading the word. Because
Yes.
it kind of tells you where I'm from, what this is about.
I saw, yeah.
But
Yeah,
there's
it
nothing
does say
like
on
when
there.
you have people asking seriously for your autograph for the kids. I'm out there at Traders, and I'm sitting there,
Every weekend, right?
and they go, almost. I
Almost,
try to
yeah.
be there. Yeah, but I'm here. I decided I'm going to do a podcast. No, I'm just playing. No, but seriously. So these kids, they come running up there, and you don't know how you impact. So you think your parents, they're like this, hey, Pops. And I've had like 2 kids. I don't know. He goes, you know what, Pops? And they're little. You're a good man. I was like,
That is so precious.
Dang.
That's so
Thank
sweet.
you.
oh, you must not know. No, just playing. No, no, that was pretty awesome. And you're building a community. I have really loyal followers that post on there. They go like this, we want to push your stuff. And
Yes.
eventually I'm going to be in HEB. It's going to happen.
That's what I was going to say.
I'm
Are these
It will
in HEB
happen.
yet? Excuse HEB.
I just need to get.
I'm looking at you.
Yes.
HEB.
Right here, HEB.
No one does more than my HEB.
That's right.
Yeah.
This right here. This right here.
This is going to be the next product on the shelves.
Uh-huh.
We're manifesting that right
Yeah,
now.
It
like,
is.
That's
It's going to make
happen.
it, and the sauces are going to come back, and they're going to be better than ever. I
Yeah.
mean,
No, it looks right. Like even looking at the chicken one, like there's, I rarely see rubs that actually have pieces of herbs.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
almost all just granulated,
and
whatever.
You know what?
Like,
How-
It's
yeah.
different. I mean,
it's a
things.
difference. Makes
Yes.
a difference.
Yes.
It-
I'm here for it.
You get to repeat customers. So
You've already
know.
sold me.
Yeah.
I don't even
and
need to
it's
taste
0 calories.
Hey, they make the nutritional.
it.
But it
It's,
is.
it has brown
Sold.
sugar listed as the first ingredient.
It's 0, but it's expensive brown sugar. No,
Not that cheap brown
Nah,
sugar.
nah. That's why I got 0
Calorie-free brown sugar.
0,
Yeah,
people.
I'd be here
But
for
they
it.
sell. People like them. I mean, I just go
Yeah.
along with it. I mean, sometimes they come up there and they're like, "Oh, I need my stuff. Where you been?"
So where can
Yes.
people find them right now?
Yes.
Right now, just I'm doing it online, but at Traders.
Trader Joe's.
Okay.
I was
Which one?
Traders Village is right there.
Oh,
on-
Traders Village.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I think
Traders
yeah,
Village.
so I'm out there usually Saturday, Sunday. I think that's all.
Yeah.
They're open. And then I was when I was going cranking, I was already in 60 stores and went to scale back. We don't.
I don't know about that
But
right
it's
now.
good. Life is good. That's
Yeah.
all I got to say.
Yeah.
So cookies, it started off as cookies.
Yes, cookies. So it
And
was hard to really scale that up.
Yeah, but these, okay, so,
But I cook.
This is easier to scale.
yeah.
Yeah, it was
So the
more cooperation.
the recipe, not that I'm asking for your secrets, but like, did you like were you just mixing stuff in your kitchen? And no, okay, yeah. Like,
Didn't you hear expensive
Yes.
0-calorie brown
No,
sugar?
I get
it.
This is I've been cooking since almost 7 or 8 years old.
yeah,
Right there, my mom.
that's young.
Yeah, so I learned how to marinate meats.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Some of the things are the basic
Okay.
that
Where'd you
go
grow
there,
up?
and then you start adding certain things.
Where'd you grow up?
Here in San Antonio.
Okay.
I was born in Japan. I know my dad was military, but
No,
Gotcha.
I'm just
here.
I'm-
But my dad's from Louisiana.
yeah.
That's his roof. My
Okay.
mom's roots are in Kentucky
Okay.
and Ohio. So that
I'm finding the culinary influences. That's
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
well, I'm gonna tell you the way I got my externship.
Uh-huh.
I cooked. You know, we do all these fancy things. And they thought I had marinade. Hey, goes, did you marinate this chicken? No, y'all just gave us a free day to do something. So I just decided to make fried chicken like my mom
Ooh.
did.
Uh-huh.
But flavoring is everything
Yeah.
and texture. You don't have to go crazy. See, people want to put all this stuff and nothing to take away. Y'all can do the raspberry in your barbecue sauce.
The microgreens.
Yeah. The thing is, so I end up making that, and they go, he went up there and he said, oh my God, you didn't season it? They let the other chefs try it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then they said, you know what, I got a place for you. So I end up externship with Bon Appetit
Okay.
Okay.
and stuff. So
Very
right there in Arizona. But yeah, so that's where I kind of learned my flavor profile.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
that's fantastic. I think that's always. I like to say, like, I love food, but my favorite food is anything my mother cooks.
Yes.
Because, like, I don't
Yeah.
know what it is.
Yes.
It's just scrambled eggs, but there's something to it, and so
It's just
that's,
better.
That's who you learn from.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do.
See, and whenever somebody asks me, people ask me, because I'm here from San Antonio, from Texas. They're like,
Right.
"What's your favorite barbecue place here in San Antonio?" And I was like, I always say, my dad's house. Like, and now second is
Yeah,
Chef Lorris. Like,
I'm gonna tell you this:
yeah.
my mom still, and I don't mess with his catfish recipe.
No.
Yeah,
And
no,
I don't try to improve nothing.
Yeah.
When you got it down, like you said, your dad,
right.
I was hurt. I got a barbecue sauce and rub business. My mom is still, Dad's gone now, Mom, but she's still. I ain't nobody cook like Lorris. Oh, he's senior. He's serious. I'm
Lorris
junior.
Senior.
You
Okay,
know,
yeah.
so my dad, but he still said, I tell you, he used to make the best barbecue. And I was like,
Yeah.
I used to sell my barbecue.
She's like, but no,
No,
though.
no, but she's
I'm right
No,
here.
yours is good, son. You do good. There ain't nothing like it. I'm like, oh no.
Hey, man, it's true.
No, I love my dad too. I mean, we had some of the best years too.
I want to talk a little bit about the Chick-fil-A Shared Table program.
Okay.
What was that all about? Because you were really involved with that.
Yes, and what that was about, you know, we started picking up. They had been picking up these nuggets and different food products from Chick-fil-A,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, Chick-fil-A does a pretty dang good job, right?
Yeah.
They do good already. So how can we keep their integrity?
Mm.
So instead of saying, hey, y'all do a good job, we're going to heat up your nuggets, well, let's and put some sauce next to it and you're good to go, people eat. We decided, you know, coming up with General Tso's chicken, sesame chicken,
Mm-hmm.
using their biscuit products and to do like chicken pot pie and then put it over the biscuit. So sausage and gravy over biscuit. So we just really got involved, but we started doing plates. We started doing platines, which means a little more designer to them.
Yeah.
Sure.
And we happened by accident. I said, you know what? And I just told him, do you know what we do with y'all's food? Even though we give it out, we serve it out. Do you want to see some of the work we do?
Mm.
Didn't know that happened about 7 years ago. And then I end up flying out to Atlanta. They got with me and they had me out of all the states.
Mm-hmm.
What we do, and that comes to them coming out there every third Tuesday of the month. They have not missed. They are world class, even during the snow, bad weather. They make it happen. But that was the involvement of them appreciating some of the integrity they do with their food.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing some of the pictures, I was the first person to help launch their first repurposed food
Yeah.
Recipe book. It's a digital cookbook out there.
Yeah.
So I flew out to Atlanta. I had a satellite media tour where it was like 26 to 30. I cannot remember news stations, one after another, live and stuff. So you can look them up out there. They're out there.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool. It was pretty tiresome
Yeah.
and stuff. But no, they were really great. They were great hosts. They had food.
They had food
Chick-fil-A. So thank you.
that I'm
But
not eating.
that's
right now.
kind of, did that kind of answer that for you, Nina?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I was
Yeah.
just curious because I
Yeah.
had read about your work with them, but I wasn't, because I know, right, like you partner with them, but then there was this whole other side thing, and I was like, I'm curious as to what that was about.
Are you
'cause-
talking? Okay.
Yeah, because you said it's a recipe book.
Yes, it's a digital cookbook, and it
Wow.
has it's under St. Benny's Bistro. It
Yeah.
has our sweet and sour chicken in there with you'll see the little sesame and all that.
Yeah.
So that's actually part of that
That's
cookbook.
awesome.
Couple of
That's
those.
really cool.
You've done quite a bit.
Yeah.
It seems in
Thir-
just the last 13 years, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Never mind the rest of your life. And so I'm kind of wondering, what does the idea of legacy mean to you, right? And
That
what you're
is
leaving
hu-
behind.
That's something that is really huge. And now you start getting to a point, and like I said, with my board, now you when you get at a certain point in your life, I would say with the legacy, what I want to do, which we need to do, is I want to expand that kitchen.
Mhm.
Yes.
I want to expand it.
Please
I
do.
want it to be more on a dietary style too, as well,
Yes.
to be able to allow options,
Mhm.
such as, because you do have people that suffer from diabetes. We try to accommodate,
Yeah.
but at the same time, if it was large enough, and also we can have a garde manger side, which means cold side. If you're not familiar, in some of these, they have different sections. Where you have a person, we can have 20 to 30 chef salads ready to go.
Yeah.
Maybe have baked chicken if we're having a beef or pork product, because we deal with that as well, different diets. So I would like to have that kind of thing to do a little more intricate meals. I want us to be the standard
Yes.
and the best. If you want to call it soup kitchen, I don't like to say that. I like to
Sure.
dispel that. I really do.
Yeah.
Because when you look at it, it's nothing like
not.
what you think it is.
Yeah.
So that's the legacy I want to leave behind.
Yeah.
That's something I want to be able to change, to really take it to that next level, because they're not going nowhere today.
Mhm.
But can we give them the nutrition to go,
To
to
feel their
fulfill
best.
their journey?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
And this is something that you want to expand with Faith Kitchen specifically.
Exactly.
Yeah.
exactly.
That would be amazing. Dietary, it's such a huge thing.
It is. It really
Yeah.
We don't think about it a lot because we take it for granted, but that keeps you motivated. Have you ever went there and you looked and you sat there and you go, dang, okay, we'll just say this. This is what I'm having for lunch.
Mhm.
I don't really want that. Or
Yeah.
whatever. So that takes away that morale. Okay,
Yeah.
Napoleon, that's one of the reasons why, keeping up with them, keeping his armies, militaries well fed, keeps their morale up.
Yeah.
Right.
Same thing, you want to kind of take that
No, it's
through
true.
their struggle.
Yeah, as a person with plenty of dietary restrictions,
Right.
like that's always at the forefront of my
Yeah.
mind whenever I go anywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
And not just dietary restrictions, right? Because there's plenty out there talking about, like you've got, let's just say influencers as a blanket statement, especially in like fitness, being like, this is what you need to eat. This is the fuel for your body.
That's
These
true.
are the superfoods for your brain, right? And you don't always have access to that, right? And if we're wanting these people to really be able to like get back out there
Right.
and like you said, kind of fulfill their journey, then they need to be nutritionally fed and
Yeah.
and filled, because
Satiated.
otherwise cloudy brain,
Yep.
right?
Bingo.
Fatigue, like all of these things that happen when
Pain.
you're not getting the right
No, you're right.
the right nutrients. Yeah.
No, you're exactly right.
Yeah.
Well,
and I could, yeah.
we're gonna make it happen
Yeah.
There you go.
today.
Yeah.
Today.
Where's my
Right now.
checkbook?
Yeah.
I wish.
Me too.
No, well, we really hope to see that happen, right?
Is that like, what is that, like a 5-year plan, a 10-year plan?
It has
Like-
been discussed
Okay.
already. Matter of fact, we have some of the blueprints how it is. It's going to be
Okay.
2-story. And down the line, what I want to do too is have it where we have some type of catering or something where you can walk up there
Yeah.
and get like sandwich. Even I've always wanted to have a deli for some. I know, but my cooked food where you take it home
Yes.
and you can cook it, but at a reasonable price.
yeah.
Like brisket is there, whatever, and you have to heat it up to a temperature. Of course, yeah. Heat it up to a temperature. But I always wanted that, and that's what I would like to do. I always love selling. I love butcher shops. I love all that stuff.
yeah.
I love traveling and going to like meat markets. So I always want something like that or have something where we can actually do more financing of our own
Mm-hmm.
there
Yeah.
and really,
And-
show our
Not only
skills.
that, but if you're scaling in that way,
Right.
now you have even a greater opportunity for those second chances with people
Mhm.
to employ more people, get them through the door, mentor more people.
Yeah.
It just comes full circle.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
get Pops G on Shark Tank.
Yes.
No, well,
would be
that's.
amazing.
I think that's such a phenomenal way of thinking of the idea of legacy, not just within your own contributions, right, but also in like the physical impact of creating a space that doesn't exist anymore,
Right.
That doesn't
Yeah.
exist yet, right?
Yet, yeah.
Right.
And so we're really excited to see that happen. It sounds fantastic.
I know.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Sign me up for some Pops G brisket.
Brisket. Oh,
Yeah.
my God, yeah.
The chicken, the ribs.
Yeah. I'll bring it home.
That was amazing.
Well, should we get into
Yes.
some speed
I
round?
kind of want to get into speed
Okay.
round. We do speed
Oh,
rounds.
okay.
Yes. And it's
Start the
fun.
clock. No. It's just a series of questions, and you can answer them as, as concisely or in-depthly as you feel
Yes.
is required.
There's no wrong answer. There's just fast answers.
I'm not a. No,
I am not a cook. So I have one that's not on this list.
Nice.
If I may.
wow.
Do it.
What is your favorite cuisine to cook?
Ooh.
Depends type of the weather. No, seriously.
No, yeah,
I
no,
like-
that's real. That's
I
real.
mean, if it's that, I really love synagogue soup. It's a Filipino dish. I love that with the
Okay.
pork in there. It's so delicious in the wintertime, caldo.
Yeah.
But in
Yes.
summertime, I love that grilling
Yes.
outside, the ribs. It's so,
Yep.
it's so hard.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's a great answer.
Yeah.
I'm also going to ask one that's not
Oh,
on
go.
that specific list. If you could describe your cooking style in one word, what would it be and why?
I would say down home cooking,
That is one word.
rustic, but with a refined flair.
Oh,
Okay.
I like it.
I'm going to skip this first one because I don't know what you mean. Your go-to comfort meal.
Oh, wow. You know what? I'm going to say love a great smothered steak. Love that. That's one I grew up with. Especially, it has to be sliced, though.
Okay.
And then like that, not the whole, and then you do a lot. That's how I was taught. With plenty of onions. That one is phenomenal.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, it is good over rice.
Ooh, stop it.
Smother me now.
I
Smother
And
me,
it can't
daddy.
be, the
Mother me
gravy
now.
has to be ready.
love it.
Yeah.
All right, sweet or savory?
I
know.
what do you, I like savor. Okay, wait a minute. Are you talking about food or, I mean, I
Food.
know food, but is it
To
dessert?
cook, to eat, to
Yeah,
what? Like,
that's
Yeah.
a hard
that's why I
one.
didn't ask. I was like, I don't know in what
I love
context.
savory.
Yeah.
I do. I mean, I love savory.
Yeah.
Savory. I don't like things overly sweet. Even
Okay.
I like them well balanced.
Mhm.
Even though you cook a mean dessert.
Yeah. Well, that one. Okay. See,
Totally
but
fine.
it was nice.
Yeah.
But it had a hint of lemon in there, which a lot of people. So it calmed a lot of things. So well balanced, right?
It's that
Okay.
acidity.
Yeah, the
This
acidity.
is very good.
Yeah.
I watched Top Chef.
There you go. Oh man, I used to when I was in school. That's when it first started. When I was going, I thought you couldn't tell me nothing. I'll never forget. Oh,
There's a brand new series that is like Next Gen Chef. That's what it's called.
Oh,
and,
what?
it's like they go to the Cordon Bleu. Like that's
Okay.
where the competition happens
Okay.
at the school.
oh, okay.
Like it's pretty cool. I love cooking shows. Love cooking. I love cooking. Okay, moving on.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's not about me. A dish that always reminds you of home.
You know what? I'm gonna have to go back. That reminds me. I would say I'm gonna switch it up. Smothered pork chops. I know they're about the same, but that's something that
Totally different.
big family.
Yeah.
We ate. Dad retired military and civil service, so that's what we had. Stuff like that.
So hungry.
Yummy.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's nice that you get to keep eating.
Next question.
One ingredient you couldn't live without.
What ingredient I can?
You just couldn't live without it.
Oh, salt, because everything. You gotta have that. Yeah. Seriously, you'll get in a practical. This is the honest truth. You can get failed for not salt and pepper in your product.
Okay.
You would literally. On
You
a
were
practical, you were done.
Yeah.
You better have some freaking flavor.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just salt. And
Okay.
if you could cook for anyone in the world, who would it be?
They could be dead or alive.
You know what? I'm going to tell you this. Between my dad and mom, that's my mom's here. I think I took care of that, but I would say, wow, I would have to go my mom now that she's alive. My dad, I'm going to tell you something about this smothered pork chop,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll never forget it. I actually cooked that. Many dishes, because when I got out, I transitioned back there. I didn't believe it. They were going to let me stay there with all the wrongdoing I did. But I cooked him a smothered pork chop, and he goes, Ellen, that's my mom's name. And I thought he was going to cry the way he goes, that tastes like his mother's.
Oh.
Yeah, so that, I'll never forget. That was the ultimate compliment.
Yeah. That
And
really
there,
is.
and I did some stuff. So that was the ultimate. He goes, that boy knows how. That's how he said. That boy, he's something else. So
He knows how to cook.
yeah,
And that's hard to do is replicate your parents.
I was in the kitchen, so they
Yeah.
whatever they taught. And then the summers down in Louisiana.
Yes.
So, my mom learned that. So they had some really deep cooking skills. I mean, really
Yeah.
deep. So I kind of learned all that stuff, and it was kind of comforting to
Absolutely.
be in there. Yeah,
The kitchen is my zen space.
I got you.
It's the ones like we were talking about, like we don't have control over anything, right? That's one of the things they teach you in recovery. You have no control. The kitchen is the one place
Yeah.
where I have control.
Yeah.
Right.
Got you.
And I know that if I do X, Y, Z, 1, 2, 3 will happen. Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like right here, this little space of peace.
Yeah.
So I feel you.
All right. Those are all the rapid fire questions.
That's all we got.
Yeah. You won.
You won.
You won.
Actually, we won because we get to keep these rubs.
I know.
Yeah.
Winners. And you should go get one at Trader Village. Or
Yeah.
what was the website you said online? Pops?
Online Pops G, www.Pops G.
PopsGFoods.com.
And I ship all, man, I get them now. I don't know. They're going everywhere.
That's great.
They're out there.
Good.
Yeah. So I'm blessed.
Coming to an HEB near you.
Soon, very
Yeah.
soon. We're manifesting that. Tell people where they can find you, like online. Like, are you in social media? Do you have?
I don't,
all
you
the
know
things.
what? Let me put it this way. And that's one thing I need to get back involved in. Posting and stuff. I have people signing autographs and stuff, and I still got the pictures, and I need to get them out there. I do. I'm bad.
Yeah.
And I don't want to.
No,
You know, I have my
it's
plate
a full-time
is,
job.
Yeah, it's
It is.
Plate is.
It is.
Yeah.
It's all right. We'll find you a publicist after this. Her name
I'm
is
gonna write
Nina.
a book. That's one thing.
You
I'm
gonna
down.
write a
to
book?
do.
Yeah.
People keep asking. There's a lot of things we talk about, but there was the
Yeah.
life before
Yeah.
where I've had bad background.
Yeah,
At one
yeah.
time, you know.
A Netflix
You're not
special?
missing your eyebrow for no reason.
Yeah.
Right.
We'll talk about it on my
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah.
But
That's
up
the place
here-
to
That's
talk
the
about
podcast
it.
for that.
Yeah.
Man. Well, Chef, it has been
No.
awesome talking to you about
thank you.
Yeah, your journey and everything that you're doing to inspire people, you know, in the kitchen and outside of the kitchen.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, at least I didn't lull y'all to sleep. I don't think
No.
anybody's awake and go.
Not a boring moment whatsoever.
No, and I was so tired before this too.
Yeah.
We had 2 festivals.
Yes.
2 festivals
yeah.
this morning.
So y'all went to the.
So I went to the No Kings downtown. They had like a block party sort of thing, and then there's I guess an Asian food festival happening at Wonderlands Mall right now.
Sweet.
So, and I feel you on the like, what's the season? Like I was out there and there was like all this like ramen and
Yeah.
pho and whatnot, and I'm like, not right now.
Yeah.
Not right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for those kebabs.
Yeah.
That feels like the
Oh,
food
yeah.
for right now. So I
Oh,
feel
yeah.
that.
Yes.
Anywho,
Yeah.
Anyways.
well, that's
Yeah,
us.
That's it.
What
Well, thank
what do the people need to know, Nina?
Well, every Wednesday we come out with a new episode.
That's it.
Okay.
This has been
So-
Candid and
Yeah.
Curious.
Thank you
thank
guys
you.
so much for watching, and thank you, Chef, for being on the show.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Yes, of course. And y'all tune in, and we will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.